You're all very welcome to Echelon Park in Aughrim here today for the second of our senior football semi-finals between Baltinglass and Kiltegan. We've the two teams finishing their warm-up. The storm is about to hit us by the looks of things. The breeze is rising here in Aughrim. A good call from the county board, to be fair, to move these matches forward. Probably doesn't suit everyone that wants to see them all like ourselves, but we can't be everywhere. Both teams, as I said, finishing their warm-up. The rain has stayed away up until now. Podge, delighted to have you back. I was on my own here yesterday, I tell you. Yeah, great to see you walking through the door today. Anyway, you're worth your weight in gold. Great match. Great
won't be able to go back out the door beheaded me that big.
Great matches here yesterday as well, to be fair, with Aughrim winning the Junior A against Kilmac convincingly, must be said.
Yeah.
Hollywood were convincing against Annacurra, although Annacurra came with a bit of a wet sail to worry him a little bit lately, bring it back to 4 points. And then a cracking game with Tinnahealy and Dunlavin, with Tinnahealy doing what they do, going in front and making it nervous, and then Dunlavin doing what they've done the last couple of days as well, coming back with a big comeback and almost getting there but just falling short. So it's been a fantastic weekend of football so far, and this was probably the standout game before all that happened, so hopefully this lives up to what we were expecting as well.
Yeah, and I think it will. Like the fact that they're so close, you know, Baltinglass and Teagain, I think there's about 3.5 miles between the two pitches, or maybe 4 miles or whatever it is. Like I live a couple of 100 yards from the Baltinglass pitch, and I'll be in the Kiltegan pitch in about 3 or 4 minutes, you know, so that's what you're talking about really. And these will all know each other. You'll have families here that will have a husband from Baltinglass and a wife from Kiltegan, or vice versa as well. You'll have children that have divided loyalties and things like that, you know, so it really is like, and it just makes it a little bit more special even.
Yeah, it does indeed. We'll just give you a quick run through the teams as we have them there. First up on the screen is the Baltinglass team. In goal is Mark Jackson, Chris Grimes, Tom Burke and Carl Furlong in the full back line. Half back line of James Fleming, Jason Kendi and Arun Daly Dan. Patrick Whelan and Jack Kerwin in midfield, with Stephen Heaslip, Kevin Murphy and Pat Burke in the half forward line. John McGrath, Adam McHugh and number 18 Chris Heaslip replaces number 15 Tommy Keogh in the start up for Baltinglass. The Kiltegan team is as follows: Cathal Fitzgerald in goal, Colm Keogh replaces Colm O'Connor at corner back, he's wearing number 20, Blaine Harmon and Kieran Conway. James Boland, Brian Carney and Jack O'Toole in the half back line. Liam Keogh and Rory Finn at midfield, Padraig O'Toole, Shawnee Furlong and Stephen Farrell in a really strong half forward line there. Mikey Foley, Brandon Ryan and Kieran Harmon in the inside line. Both teams, were just discussing before it, actually, both teams have changed their jerseys and they're probably closer nearly than what they were before, but look, that's a decision that had to be made, I suppose. As I said, Baltinglass just going into their huddle, Kiltegan finishing their huddle. Really tough one to call. It's very hard to know what way they're going to line up, but if Arun Daly Dan and Padraig O'Toole line up on one another, two big athletic players, you know, there's so many, you know, Jason Kendi, Shawnee Furlong, Stephen Farrell and James Fleming in that half forward line, that half back line could have a huge bearing on this game.
Yeah, I think so. I think the midfield is going to be very interesting. I imagine that neither Liam Keogh or Rory Finn will actually line out in the middle. Rory might go in for the throw up, but I imagine Padraig O'Toole will probably move to the middle, and maybe James Boland for his running power. So that'll be interesting to see. Like, who takes up Shawnee is a big one for Baltinglass, you know, and who takes up Padraig O'Toole is a big one as well. You know, on the other end then, I think Baltinglass need Adam McHugh and Chris Heaslip to hit a bit of form and not to be relying on John McGrath and Mark Jackson Freeze.
Yeah, definitely. We're just going to have our Ron Naveen now. We'll give you due respect to that, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here in Aughrim after this.
Shantir nor shinshir fasta ni offer winter or not wintral anopta him sabar nevren legan ergel combos no sale legoni script we love of nabil.
A wonderful rendition of our An Naveen there, just to whet the appetite as well. Both sides about to line out. Looks like Kiltegan are going to play into the breeze. The breeze is cross field, Podge, almost. It's a kind of stormy breeze. It's swirling around everywhere. It's like it's kind of blown from that bottom corner up into the stand almost. It's probably not going to favour too many, but Kiltegan are going to play into the Herbst end in this first half. Baltinglass will play into the town goal.
I see Liam Keogh gone to wing back, as we were probably thinking, and Rory Finn is gone to centre back, and it's Podge Toole and Kieran Harmon are going in for the throw up. But I imagine Kieran Harmon he could line out there. He played there a couple of years ago as a 17-year-old. He actually played against Baltinglass at midfield in the championship. I think it was the day that Shawnee scored 8 or 9 points in the first half.
Yeah,
Baltinglass just about got over the line.
Yeah, they came back and got over the line. It looked like it was going to be a whitewash almost. That day. It was the Shawnee show for a long time, but John McGrath shakes the hand. Our big match referee for today is Ian Culbert. He's just checking again. He's looking for a football. Seems to be a recurring theme for the weekend. Mikey Foley has gone out to wing forward. There's changes. James Boland's gone to centre forward. Chris Grimes gone straight to him. Arundale Dan is on Brandon Ryan. Shawnee's gone in on the square. Stephen Farrell has gone in there as well. Maybe a statement of intent from Kiltegan. They're going to go. The ball is in. The game is on in Aughrim in the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship Final. And first one on the ball is Patrick Whelan. Does well to find his way out of a bit of trouble and a heavy tackle there. Ball breaks inside. It's Chris Heaslip on the ball right on the 40 straight away. Long ball. Dangerous ball in. Oh, it's brilliantly taken in there by Pat Burke. Oh, shimmies his way around. His big call, and it's going to be a free in. They're pointing inside here. First big call for Ian Culbert here, but if it's a foul, it looked to me to be inside, Podge.
Yeah, maybe the contact was outside originally, you know, and it probably when
that's what he's given. You spotted it now.
Like very interesting for Pat Burke to line up in and full forward, and he did really well to win that ball. Like he came from behind from Blaine Harmon and caught Blaine Harmon out. Really
had a second look there. Might have been inside on the second look, but John McGrath didn't. I don't know whether he didn't quite catch it. I don't think he probably hit it right, but
he
saved
didn't.
On the line back there. And away comes Brian Carney, guys, hands to it. Away come Kiltegan up the field. Look to put the ball through the hands quick. Carney's back on it. Long hand pass up the field to James Boland. Offloads it inside to Kieran Harmon. Strong running from Harmon here. 45 yards out. Chris Grimes is after him. Sets himself as if he's going to shoot. Ball is going to drop short. Baltinglass player gone to ground inside in the square. Tom Burke and Shawnee Furlong getting to know one another. Jackson dealt with it really well. He's wearing number 30. He's changed the jersey in the goal there. There must have been a clash there as well. Jackson is on the ball deep in his own square. Long foot pass out to Carl Furlong here on this side. Furlong takes away down the field. Shawnee Furlong lines him up. Outside him is Pat Burke. As you said, he's right back out the field now. He started in that inside forward line. So near working in that early exchange. Still has the ball 65 yards out. Just looked to be a pull, a tug back there on James Fleming. Play on as the referee. Stephen Farrell wins the day. Rory Finn gone back at 6, as we said. He's wearing 9. Back to Mikey Foley. Foley hand passes this one off to Liam Keogh. Keogh solos forward underneath in the press box. 65 yards out from the Herbst end. Finds Jack O'Toole in a pocket of space up along the line. O'Toole cuts inside. He'll need support from there. Two Baltinglass players run into one another. Toole gets away with the ball, gives it to Liam Keogh. Patient play now from Kiltegan as they look to try and break down this Baltinglass defence. Kieran Harmon is on the ball here, gets it to Podge O'Toole. O'Toole takes off with this one. Solos. He'll need support from there. Pops it back outside to Brandon Ryan. Ryan is a look up and gives the ball back into Kieran Harmon. Harmon solos with this one. Just holds up the point of the attack and gives the ball to Mikey Foley. Back out to Rory Finn, who was pushed up the field now. One man back is Blaine Harmon free, and there's 2-on-2 just behind him. That's all is in the other end of the field. It's Stephen Farrell on the ball, cuts inside, solos, gets the ball back to Liam Keogh. Keogh 45 yards out, finds Shawnee Furlong. Hand pass back to Farrell here. Farrell sets himself. Oh, he fancied it, you know, and he's kicked it too. Oh, what a score from Stephen Farrell. I don't know why you'd be hand passing the ball around the 45 when you can do that, Podge.
Yeah, an absolute bomb from Stephen Farrell. He kicked 2 similar scores against Baltinglass in the group stage of this, 2 from about 40 metres out, and obviously a good boot on Stephen Farrell, and Baltinglass will have to be wary of that.
Yeah, put his foot right through that one. Big score. 3 minutes on the clock. Kiltegan lead by a point to no score. Flick of the boot from Mark Jackson. Again, ball is in the arms of Tom Burke. Burke has Shawnee Furlong for company. Kiltegan pushing right up on the kick out now, but again it's just gone all the way back to Jackson. Very comfortable play from Baltinglass. He's happy to come down the field with the ball. Gets the 45 yards out. Jackson needs a runner off him. and that runner is Carl Furlong. Furlong is away here. Podge O'Toole tries to block him down. Brilliant ball into the arms of James Fleming. Good run from him. Little ball inside Adam McHugh. Lovely change of the hands. Back to Patrick Whelan. Whelan on. That's a massive score for Baltinglass. That's how they play football. Yeah. Brilliantly worked score all the way from Mark Jackson out to Carl Furlong. James Fleming involved as well. Adam McHugh, little pop pass back to Patrick Whelan. Wasn't afraid to take his shot. That's a brilliant score to level the game.
Yeah,
here.
Really well worked score from Baltinglass.
Long kick down the field and hand on it there in the middle of the field by Jack Kerwin into James Fleming. Baltinglass come raiding again. Kerwin's on long hand pass inside looking for Chris Heaslip. He kicks on the turn. It's a dangerous looking one, but happily dealt with in there by Cathal Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald comfortable under that one and comes away out between the 14 to 21. Gives the ball up the line and Kiltegan look to go long here to James Boland. Oh, the ball just carries over. It's well read by Chris Grimes. Just didn't get to the pitch of a ball in there. The idea was right, just didn't come off. Kevin Murphy is on the ball. The big number 11 has the ball and pops it off as far as Adam McHugh. Blaine Harmon comes all the way out after him, has a look, checks his run. It's a loose pass. Patrick Whelan just does enough, but Kiltegan are all over him straight away. He's won a free though, Patrick Whelan. He'll be happy to hear that whistle going because Blaine Harmon
just not backing away.
He didn't back away there, and it'll be a free. Patrick Whelan has the ball, and here comes Mark Jackson for the first one of the day in his range. He's coming a little bit quicker this time as well. Against the jersey was caught a couple of times himself, and I was just going to say that, I meant to say that in the build-up, himself and John McGrath will probably have to be more decisive as to who's taking these frees. I know they were trying to probably run the clock a little bit, but they got caught a couple of times the last day and then ended up rushing frees as well.
Yeah, definitely, and it looks like they've sorted that out.
Yeah, the ball is just blown off to where he placed it. He's actually nailed another half a yard there as well, so not that he needs it.
Anyone complain about, like, he could bring it out 10 metres. He could bring it out 10 metres and he's still not going to be. It's not going to be.
They're moving it back now, that half a yard.
Bring it outside the 45 and he won't be short.
It's the accuracy, all about the accuracy. He'll have the distance. There's a chance here for Mark Jackson to put Baltinglass in front for the first time. Steps up to this one, drills it, seemed to be a good connection. Oh, it's came back off the post into the hands of Pat Burke. Oh, it's a good tackle, a really good tackle back there from Colm Keogh. Got a hand in and knocked the ball away just as Pat Burke was about to pull the trigger. That's good defence again with two half chances.
I think it was Stephen Farrell got a hand in, and it was a brilliant tackle because he got the ball and he got the man as well at the same time, but it was so important to get the ball because if he didn't get it, it could have been a penalty.
Yeah, and he's back on the ball here. Stephen Farrell, 45 yards out from his own goal, 6 gone. We have a level game here in Aughrim. Mark Jackson just hitting the post with that free, a half chance on the rebound, but it was mopped up, as you said, and taken away from by Stephen Farrell. Ball is back in the hands of James Boland. Now Boland about 50 yards out from the house end here. Saul is this one. Chris Grimes times his tackle. Does really well. Brilliant defensive play by Chris Grimes there. Took his time, waited until Boland was playing the ball and robbed him of that ball. And now it's Patrick Whelan down the line, gets the ball into Adam McHugh. McHugh back to Whelan into Jack Kerwin. Or around Daly Dan moves with this one. He gets the ball out as far as Pat Burke. Burke looks up, goes low ball in front of Chris Heaslip. Heaslip out in front of his man, does really well to pick up that ball. Offloads it out to James Fleming. Fleming has been getting forward all day long. Gives it back to Heaslip. Heaslip gobbled up by the tackle of Blaine Harmon. Really good. He's blown. I thought he probably got away with.
He probably wasn't tackling the ball, you know. Like the ball was held low and Blaine Harmon's arm was going in probably across the shoulder height, like, so he actually wasn't tackling the ball really, you know, so I can see why the free was given. I know Blaine Harmon was probably disappointed that he didn't get away with it, but I think there was no attempt really to play the ball.
Probably, and even that he probably had him where he wanted him. He didn't really have to foul.
Back
he didn't have to be as aggressive in the tackle even because he had him where he wanted him. It's John McGrath this time. He's already been short from a close in one. He just looked to settle himself here. He's just about a yard to the right hand post here as we look at it. We have a great view of it. It's high and it's over the bar. John McGrath registers the score from a free. A huge one it is. It's 2 points to 1 here. Kiltegan a point down now. Baltinglass lead 2 points to 1. 7 3/4 minutes gone. Cathal Fitzgerald restarts it long down the field. It's well taken by Liam Keogh. Takes his mark, has a look, fires the ball away quick into Brandon Ryan. Ryan in a little bit of space here now. Just needed someone to move inside, but Baltinglass have really good numbers back across in 2 lines of 3, and then the 2 lads inside as well, and Jason Kennedy dropping in front of Shawnee Furlong. Podge O'Toole has the ball on the stand side, gets it to Jack O'Toole. O'Toole out in front of his man, recycles it back in to the hands of his cornerback Kieran Conway right up the field now again. Jack O'Toole has to come all the way back to Rory Finn. They're happy to be patient with this now. They just want to try and get another score on the board here. Kiltegan back into James Boland, 45 yards out, fairly central, gives it to Kieran Harmon looks up, passes the ball out to Stephen Farrell 45 yards out here. He looked to try and get in. He scored a bomb from a little bit closer in a few minutes ago. He just recycles this one back to Kieran Harmon, back to James Boland now in the middle of the field. A good foot pass out to Podge O'Toole tries to get his legs going and try to get a run going, but Barton has huge numbers across and they force him lateral across the field. He does well to hold on to the ball. They're all having a nibble at him, but he gets away with the ball. Liam Keogh goes to ground, gets back up really quick. Podge O'Toole has gone to ground inside, back in the hands of Kieran Harmon. There's space at this side of the field for Mikey Foley. He's between the 21 and 14 outside of the right boot, kicks this one high, but it's gone away to the right of the post and wide. They tried to wait for the perfect moment, but Baltinglass done really well there, I suppose, and just kept him, probably made him shoot out of his comfort zone.
Well, but he did. He got that ball in a little bit of space. It was a good pass out to him, and I've seen Mikey Foley kick those in the past, you know. It's Kieran Harmon that's gone to midfield, and strange to see James Boland playing at the centre forward position.
Mark Jackson taking his time over this one, goes long, hangs it up in the Aughrim sky, hangs it up in that breeze, and Podge O'Toole gets a fist on him, but Chris Grimes is underneath. He tries to get up, ball is back on the ground. It's a free for holding there. The referee said Chris Grimes again winning that dirty ball we spoke about earlier in the week. The bit of a dog in him, as you said, and he's had a really bright start there. It's a point to no score with Ashford and Shalala Coolboy after 5 minutes in the Junior A semi-final. We've no score as of yet from Avondale and Carnew. We'll give it to you when we get it. Pat Burke, low ball inside looking for Adam McHugh, tries to flick it up, gets it at the second attempt. He does really well. Three Kiltegan men around. Pat Burke on the move here with this one, pops a little ball into John McGrath right in along the end line there, fancies his chances from here. It's gone high and it's gone over the bar. So really good score from John McGrath. That's one of those, if it doesn't go over, you're probably eating him.
That's right, yeah. You can figure out why he took the shot off.
Why did he take a shot from there?
Such a narrow angle, and the wind wasn't helping either because it was blowing the ball away from the goal.
He was at his ease though.
Great score. A real bright start by Baltinglass.
Real bright start. They're 3 points to 1 up, 10.5 on the clock here. Kiltegan look to try and get away up the field again with Kieran Harmon. He gets the ball off to Rory Finn. Finn has had enough of standing at centre back and tries to drive his team forward. Looks for that ball into Shawnee Furlong. Dangerous ball in. Tom Burke gets a hand on it. It's going to be gone for a 45 off the hand of Tom Burke. And again, Jason Kennedy and Tom Burke right back in there on Shawnee Furlong.
And you see when Rory gets the ball and he comes in that position, like his head up and straight away, and he's looking to get that ball into Shawnee Furlong. And I imagine now Kiltegan will wait for Stephen Farrell to come over and take this one.
But it's almost like, for me, looking, Podge, you know, Kiltegan have had that ball across that 50 back and forward a few times. It's almost like Rory is saying, here's what you do with it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm coming up here and this is where it needs to go. You know what I mean? He's saying, look lads, you know, he's in there, give it to him, feed him.
Definitely, you know, that's why he's in there.
But it's almost like Rory is saying now, you know, this is how we're going about this. Like, you know, we're not going to mess around with it here too long, or we could be in trouble, because it's already 3 points to 1. Stephen Farrell is about 10 yards in from the sideline, the stand side. By the flags on the ground, the breeze is with Kiltegan.
This will be, I think this is nearly helping him. This is nearly blowing towards the goals for him.
So he's had a bomb already from play. We can see, can he kick this one just on the stroke of the 12th minute here? Silence for the kicker in Aughrim. Long high ball. The crowd in the stand will tell you that's over the bar. That's a really good kick from Stephen Farrell there. Brilliant kick from Farrell too.
Yeah, he's scored two great. He scored a 45 against their Rogue in the quarter-final as well, and a great free as well into the wind. If you remember, the wind was blowing in the opposite direction, and distance was no problem for him either.
And the first day they drew with Pats, he came on and scored a 45. Similar, remember, when the pressure was on, when they really needed a score. But it's Mark Jackson this time goes long. That is a huge bomb of a kick. If we said the wind was with Stephen Farrell, that's all brilliantly taken in the middle of the field by Patrick Whelan. Takes on all comers. A ball is out. He's playing under that. That's a wonderful take from Patrick Whelan.
A group of about 6 players, like, you know,
a group of about 6 ball catchers.
Big men,
you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't as if he was the sole ball fielder there was lots of them around, and he still won the ball. Adam McHugh takes it short back into the hands of Patrick Whelan, 45 yards out, just steps outside the tackle of Brandon Ryan. Heavy congestion in around that middle there. Stephen Heaslip offloads a pass, but it's broken away, and Brandon Ryan deep back in his own 45 gets the ball to James Boland. Boland has a runner inside him, goes long inside for Jack O'Toole. O'Toole out in front of Carl Furlong. Furlong lets him on, long diagonal ball in looking for Shawnee Furlong. Now they're getting the ball in. Furlong though, 3 men around him straight away. He'll win a free. Good play by Shawnee Furlong. The odds were all against him there, but he done what he does so often, won that primary possession and then drew the foul.
Yeah, Baltinglass give away the ball probably needlessly up the other end of the field. A good ball into Shawnee, and it was just a high hand again from Jack Herman, similar to the Blaine Harmon free really, and it was a free without a shadow of a doubt.
Kick now just inside the top of the D from Shawnee Furlong. This to level the game here in Aughrim is high, and it's over the bar. The left foot Shawnee swings it over. 13 and 3/4 minutes gone here. 3 points all here. And Baltinglass and Kiltegan in the Bowman Platform Higher Ireland Senior Football Championship semi-final is deadlocked halfway through the first half almost. Both teams having their moments, but both teams struggling to get away from each other. The kick will be from Mark Jackson. He looks like he's going to go long again. Does go long. Huge kick again from Jackson right down the field. Pat Burke underneath, Liam Keogh underneath. All hands ball breaks. Chris Grimes first to react. He gets away. There was a pull on the jersey there. Grimes goes to ground again, wins that dirty possession from the breaking ball and takes his free, gets the ball back to James Fleming. Fleming fires a pass out to the far side of the field as Stephen Heaslip is on the ball now, tries to find a low ball into Chris Heaslip. He's out in front of his man here, 25 yards out on the sideline, cuts the ball back inside to James Fleming. Fleming takes the ball into contact, draws the foul, done well.
A bit of poor tackling there from both teams now, giving away needless frees really.
In fairness to James Fleming, he seen the tackle coming and he said, well sure, if that's what you want to do, I'll take the free.
Yeah, kind of just wrapped his arms around him, like, you know, and like silly frees really.
Mark Jackson comes up to take this one. He'll be about 25 yards out, I suppose. He's about 10, 12 yards in from the sideline here on the stand side. Lines up his target.
Yeah, it'll be down to accuracy again here now. No problem with distance anyway.
So he just lines himself up. Has a look at this one. Strike seems good. It's gone high, way up, but it's gone to the left and wide, and that's a wide for Baltinglass from the free. Probably need to be nailing all those today, to be fair, you know.
Yeah, that's 3 missed frees for Baltinglass now. 2 from Mark Jackson, 1 to John McGrath left short.
Short kick out to Brian Carney. Oh, John McGrath's all over him, but Carney does well, was strong there, had to be, because John McGrath was lurking with intent there. But now Baltinglass get up the field and it's Kieran Harmon. Harmon's away 65 yards out, heading for the Herps end. No one has went to him, gets to the 45. Oh, brilliant tackle by Arundale. Dan, he tried to sell the dummy, Kieran Harmon, but that's a wonderful tackle from Dan there. Gets the ball back into the hands of Pat Burke. Burke in the middle of the field tries to get away from Podge O'Toole. Real good physical battle here all over the field. There's no questions asked. I know there's a few frees being given, but it's all about the intent on the ball. Both teams are going hell for leather here. There's a big prize at the end of this. Tinnahealy waiting the final little one too with Adam McHugh and James Fleming. Fleming looks to cut inside his man, does really well, needs support. McHugh is back off his shoulder, he drifts inside, gets the ball on his right foot, kicks it, but it's dropped short into the hands of Cathal Fitzgerald. There's another one for Kiltegan, or for Baltinglass, just dropping short into the hands of the keeper here. 3-all as we said, 16.5 minutes gone. It's 2 points to 1 to Shalala Coolboy in Roundwood. It's a goal, 1-4 to Avondale, a goal to Carnew with 10 minutes gone up in Baltinglass. Away comes Mikey Foley in Aughrim with the ball and gives it to Kieran Harmon. He's at 65 yards out, has a look up at the middle of the field, again just holds up the point of the attack. Rory Finn takes the ball, brings it inside the 65, gets it to Podge O'Toole. He looks up, Shawnee Furlong is standing right on the square with his arms out, as much to say, kick it in, I'll do the rest. Well, he doesn't get the ball. It's Kieran Harmon, 50 yards out, gets the ball off to Liam Keogh. Keogh works the ball inside the 45. He'll need support from here, gets away, he's playing under advantage, gets to the top of the D, takes his shot. There was a late looking tackle in on him, but it's gone high, it's gone over the bar. Arundale Dan flew into the tackle to get the block. Liam Keogh still kept his eye on the ball, done really well, and that's a really good score from Liam Keogh.
A real good score. That's exactly what Liam Keogh can do. Like, he just glides by these tackles, so he does, at a great score, and he was on an advantage anyway, so But he took his score.
Huge kick down the field, evades everyone. Chris Heaslip gets to it first, nicks it past Mikey Foley. Foley didn't get a touch there, and Heaslip has continued on. Rory Finn tries to get back and boxes it across the square. Danger here. Shaw, brilliant block by Blaine Harmon on Jack Harmon. Huge block, throw himself in the line of the ball. Kiltegan come away with the ball up the field, and that's a real, well, it's a lay-off, it's a half chance for Bodden as they look to try and work the goal chance, but that's a brilliant block by Blaine Harmon in there, Podge, through his body on the line. Brian Carney comes away, gives the ball to Liam Keogh fires the ball to the far side of the field where Brandon Ryan waits in splendid isolation underneath the stand, has a look up, goes long down the field, ball inside for Jack O'Toole. O'Toole top of the D, has a runner outside him, doesn't take him, kicks it high up into the sky. It's gone away to the left of the post and wide, but just back to the goal chance, Podge, that's a big block.
Yeah, it really was. Blaine Harmon was so brave, like a full length dive just to get in the block on Jack Kerwin. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Jack Kerwin could have stuck a big fist to it instead of catching it, and because it gave the Kiltegan players a chance to get in around them.
Yeah, ball is Mark Jackson takes that. It's 4 points. Kiltegan 3 to Baltinglass. Just about 19 minutes on the clock here in Aughrim as Baltinglass come down the field raiding with this one as Tom Burke this time leads the charge, offloads the ball out to Arundel Dan. Oh, he's gobbled up by two players, Stephen Farr, it's James Boland, and it's Jack O'Toole. He wins the ball off the ground, but it's taken from him by Kevin Murphy into Tom Burke, back to Arundel Dan. All of a sudden Baltinglass have ripped the possession away from Kiltegan, but the numbers back there for Kiltegan stop the run of Pat Burke. Quick hands by Kevin Murphy, gets the ball out to Tom Burke. Burke has Chris Heaslip inside just over his head. Mikey Foley comes across, but he was late with the tackle. He shouldn't have really done it because Chris Heaslip was in bother and the ball was going away from him. It's one of those again that they didn't really need to give away in my book. Kiltegan not happy over the way the ball was taken up here, but it's championship football, as you either hold on to it, if not it's going to be gone.
Yeah, it is, like, and it is. It's a very interesting battle. Exactly what we expected from the two teams, you know. And a good chance now for John McGrath to get Baltinglass back level. Like, you know, but Baltinglass have had a lot of possession and they've had, I think, 3 drops short now at this stage. They've hit the post, they've hit it wide, you know. So they look to take this one.
And it's interesting for me, like John McGrath's taking this free. We won't say anything now, we'll see. And I'll make my statement then maybe. But he's between the 14 and the 21. It's a tight enough angle. Again, that breeze is coming across the field into him. McGrath again. Silence falls in Aughrim here as we wait for the kick. McGrath sizes this one up, kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. It's 4 points all. You know, the last free that Mark Jackson took was only about 7 or 8 yards outside that. Yeah. You know, I think John McGrath can kick them all day. I know it's down to what the team are doing, but like I don't like anything around 40 yards. Obviously Jackson has the boo on him, but I think John McGrath could kick those all day long. Kiltegan though have taken the kick out and away up the field comes Colm Keogh. A good tackle again back there by Jack Kerwin, but Keogh continues on with the ball 45 yards out, says he got a hand in the face. Well,
I'm not sure. I think
he gave the free when he
put his hand on his head. You know,
it's 21 minutes gone as one of those. John McGrath with that last one for Baltinglass. Shawnee comes out, looks maybe to try and pick it.
Baltinglass were completely asleep on that last Kiltegan kick out. They weren't organised at all, and Rory Finn was in an acre of space, so he was with nobody marking him. Give Kiltegan an easy chance to get the ball up the field.
40 yards out, Johnny Furlong left foot tries to swing it in, does swing it in, it's high and it's over the bar. Kiltegan lead again, 21 minutes gone here. 5 points Kiltegan, 4 points to Baltinglass. It's what we expected. It's real championship fare here. To be fair, it's Shillelagh Coolboy 1-3, Ashford a point now with 15 minutes gone up in Roundwood. Shillelagh Coolboy looking to get into a local derby final with Aughrim. What a cracker that'd be. It'd be a cracker either way, but kick out will be here for Mark Jackson. We're back in Aughrim Echelon Park here. It's 1-4 to Avondale, 1-2 to Carnew up in Baltinglass. Baltinglass over in Aughrim. They have the ball in Pat Burke. He gives it to Arundel Dan. He takes on Brandon Ryan. Oh, he's gone. Arundel Dan. What an athlete. Pops a little pass back. Gets it as far as Pat Burke. Looked like he might not. Blaine Harmon and Arundel Dan tussle. Pat Burke is still going with the ball. John McGrath thought about taking the shot. Has a few men offering themselves up. But Kiltegan, huge numbers back there. Pat Burke takes a heavy hit. Gets the ball quick out of his hands again. He's holding his face. Back to a run, Daly Dan, blocked down on him. Ball falls into Patrick Whelan. Back to Adam McHugh. McHugh puts his boot through this one. It's curled right inside the post. It's high and it's over the bar. It's a big score from Adam McHugh. It's a big score for Baltinglass. And just as we spoke of, you know, they're going to need Chris Heaslip and Adam McHugh and these lads to be knocking those over.
Yeah, that was a great score in tricky conditions, like, and they just curled it in inside the post. Baltinglass showed a good bit of patience. Maybe Arun Daly Dan took a shot on when it wasn't on because he got blocked down. Lucky enough, it fell to Jack Carwin, and Baltinglass recycled the ball and got it to one of their shooters.
Pat Burke now receiving a little bit of treatment there. 22, just 23 minutes gone here. 5 points apiece. We're deadlocked in Aughrim. We were expecting this to be a tie affair, and it's been every bit of that, but it's real good championship fair here between these two local rivals. You said only a couple of miles between them, but there's nothing between them on the scoreboard.
No. Yeah, but interesting battles all over the field, really, you know, and it's let's just say that it's not a cagey affair. It's the completely opposite. Like, both teams are having a real good go at it.
Yeah, and you know, you think coming with so much at stake, you probably think coming here today, maybe, you know, who'll set up, who'll have the wind, the two of them are just going out to play football, and they're having, as you said, they're having a right good cut-off on another here. Short kick out goes to Blaine Harmon. Harmon 45 yards out from the town end, gets the ball off to Kieran Harmon. He cuts inside and has a look. He has space on the far side, and in that space is Liam Keogh. Keogh solos with this one, checks back inside, comes across the middle, gets the ball into Jack O'Toole. O'Toole has a look up and pops the ball to Podge O'Toole. Back out here, I thought he was going to give it to Mikey Foley, but doesn't. He turns and he takes off it, pops it to Jack O'Toole. O'Toole back into Mikey Foley, nearly at the top of the D here, gets the ball to James Boland. Heavy traffic, he goes into. Oh, he gets a free there. He's probably happy to get it.
Yeah, he ran into trouble, really. 3 and 4 Baltinglass players. Yeah. Probably a needless free or a soft free, whatever way you want to look at it. Like, Baltinglass will probably feel a little bit aggrieved that was given.
He went into heavy traffic. Yeah, he kind of carried it into his own problem, but he's got his free. A chance for Shawnee to stretch Kiltegan back out to a point lead here. It was similar position to where he kicked the last one, just off the top of the D, a fraction to the left hand side of the post up at the Herbst end. High into the air, curls perfectly over the bar again. Shawnee Furlong, another one for Shawnee. A big score for them, and a big score for Kiltegan, because it puts them back a point in front. Just about 25 minutes gone in this first half, 5 in normal time. We'll have an injury minute or two. Our linesman on this side, Jimmy Lawler, he was well prepared for the weather anyway. He's a big wet jacket on him, in fairness. Long kick down the field from Mark Jackson again, hangs in the air in Aughrim. Long, huge kick at the fist Donaghan there, but won by Podge O'Toole. Takes the ball through 2 heavy tackles, and away up the field goes Kieran Harmon with it. Oh, it's a really good tackle by Patrick Whelan. Got in on the passing hand there, took the ball away because there was danger there. Mikey Foley was in space. Kiltegan had an opening there, but Baltinglass have done well to stop it. It's Patrick Whelan on the ball. Hand passes it off to James Fleming. Fleming tries to take on Podge O'Toole. Cuts back inside him. No, he doesn't. Comes around. Gets it through the hands back outside to Kevin Murphy. Murphy does gobbled up by Brandon Ryan. Again, Baltinglass look to recycle. Arun Daly Dan looks to take it on. Gets the ball to Pat Burke. Burke offers himself up, takes on the runner, but there's no one up in front of him. Only Kiltegan jerseys. One of them is Brandon Ryan. Gets it to Arun Daly Dan. Pops it off to Patrick Whelan. Back out to Jack Curran. Curran's away here now. Breaks one tackle, breaks two. Really good play. He'll need a bit of support. Gets that support from Adam McHugh. McHugh turns. Twist. Brian Harmon goes to the ground. Oh, good play from McHugh. Surely he's fouled, is he? No, play on. There's a heavy. He is now.
Harmon's in trouble here.
There's a heavy hand went in there.
A hand straight into the face.
And you know something, to be honest, the ref was going to have to probably blow Adam McHugh for over carrying, because he hadn't given the free. I thought he should have got free, but he was going to have to blow him for over carrying. And
he's definitely going to get a card here.
It'll be yellow, I'd say, but
it probably will be a yellow, but needlessly for Blaine Harmon. Like Adam McHugh on the ground couldn't play the ball, and he gets struck in the face.
I'm not saying it should ever, but he done it on the side of the ref as well. Yeah, it was in complete view of where he's talking to him for too long. As I always said, there's going to be a yellow card here. There's not going to be anything else. But it was just, as you said, it was a rush of blood more than anything.
It surely was, you know, and now we'll have to be careful for the rest of the game, you know.
Yeah, it'll be a yellow card, as I said, when you're a back and the referee talks to you for that long about something, you're always happy enough. Because if he's disgusted with you, he just wants to get.
If you're going to put in a tackle in a situation like that, Like, make contact with the body and you'll probably get away with it, you know.
Once it's up on the head, you see it looks worse as well as everything else, even though John McGrath has a chance to level things here. As the rain comes down now in Aughrim, the people are moving underneath us here. Umbrellas going up. The stand will be a little bit fuller for the second half, I'd imagine. John McGrath kicks this one high and kicks it over the bar right out into the car park with that one. We've 27.5 minutes gone. It's 6 points apiece here in this one. A real good match, a real tight affair. Both teams, as we said, are going hell for leather. For the kick-out will be Cathal Fitzgerald. Stephen Farrell gets away from James Fleming. Long ball down the field, over onto the far side. Ball breaks. Kevin Murphy picks up the break, does really well, gets the ball back into Stephen Heaslip. Heaslip has a look up. Long foot pass across to James Fleming. Fleming in space has Pat Burke running inside him. Opts to go take on his man. Turn back, good play by Liam Keogh, but under huge pressure there. Liam Keogh does really well there. James Fleming's pass, but Pat Burke does equally well to win it back. Heavy tackles from both sides. Referee gives a free. Kiltegan incensed by that one.
But they're the frees he's been given, you know.
All day, yeah. And to be fair, we're talking about when it's 2-3 men around the ball. The tackle has to be right, but they're, you know, to be fair to both sides, they're tackling with intensity.
Yeah.
And but he is blowing them all day, and he's blowing them on both sides as well. But John McGrath is dispossessed down in the corner with Brian Carney, does really well, gets the ball to Mikey Foley, over to Stephen Farrell. Farrell goes long across the field into the hands of Jack O'Toole. O'Toole underneath the stand. He's followed by Chris Heaslip. He's held up by Heaslip. O'Toole needs support here now. Gets the ball off to Kieran Harmon. Chris Heaslip goes to ground. Ball breaks inside James Boland. Hand passes it off here to Kieran Conway. Conway 65 yards out from the town end, gives it back to James Boland. He has a look up. Rory Finn has gone inside. It's a long, dangerous ball. A good fist on it, good contact on it. Rory Finn is absolutely going mad about where that ball should have went to. Baltinglass come up with the break. They win the free and they're already took it and they're away down the field. It's into the hands of Chris Heaslip. He gets it to Chris Grimes. Grimes is fronted up by lovely play by Grimes over on the far side. Hand pass down looking for Kevin Murphy. Murphy doesn't get away. He's pulled back. He was. I think there was a tug on him. It wasn't the biggest tug in the world, but it was right in front of the referee. Both sets of supporters now are getting into this one. Free is taken. Free is taken quickly. Stephen Heaslip is on the ball 50 yards out from the town end. Solos with this one. Arundel Dan has gone back into for a bottle of water, is it? Just looking there into the goal.
And Rory Finn free.
Yeah, Carol Furlong drills a ball looking for John McGrath. McGrath's trying to keep it in. He'll do well to keep it in. He does well to keep it in. Just skirts away from him in the end. He tried to turn him on the inside. It didn't work.
Yeah, interesting to see Rory Finn gone in full forward now with Shawnee.
I wonder is that injury niggling at him again?
Maybe,
he did line out at centre back, but look, it worked the last day. Ball just squirts away, and Baltinglass again mop it up with Stephen Heaslip. James Fleming gets the ball, comes down the field with it, hand passes it inside to Kevin Murphy. Murphy again pulled to ground. Look to me from here, ball little hand pass inside though, finds Patrick Whelan. Whelan's away here, gets the ball to Chris Heaslip. On the turn, Heaslip kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. Baltinglass lead in Aughrim by a point here in the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship semi-final. We'll have 2 more minutes. We're half a minute into injury time. We'll have 2 minutes of injury time. Another good score from a turnover.
Yeah, really good score, you know, and Baltinglass worked the ball up the field really well, like, and they're getting it to those shooters, and we spoke about that, like, they're the lads that need to have a big game for Baltinglass, like Chris Heaslip and Adam McHugh.
Cathal Fitzgerald to take it with a minute of injury time left. James Boland on his own takes a ball in the middle of the field. He doesn't want to mark. He keeps moving forward with. He'll cut back and give the ball to Mikey Foley. Foley drills it along the ground into Kieran Harmon. Harmon sticks the toe under it and pops it off to Liam Keogh. Keogh now fires the ball in looking for Rory Finn. Hand in there. Good take though. Good battle between Arundel Dan and Rory Finn. Finn lines it up with the left foot. It goes high and away up into the Aughrim sky. It's still dangerous because Shawnee's under a ball, breaks inside. Kiltegan have hands on the ball. Looked like it might be touched on the ground by several players from either side there, but away comes the cornerback Carl Furlong. Good play by Furlong. Breaks one tackle, breaks two. He's playing an advantage. Good play by Carl Furlong there. Really good. Could have been a free either way inside.
Yeah, could have.
There was lots of hands on the ball.
Yeah.
And I think it could have went either way depending on who touched it first, but Carl Furlong does well and fires his free all the way over to the far side underneath the stand. Baltinglass look to get men out to support out there as the rain falls in Aughrim. Stephen Heaslip hand passes it away over to Jason Kennedy, back to Heaslip. Baltinglass look to come this side of the field. The referee says we've had enough, it's raining too hard here, lads, but the 2 minutes are up on the button. Ian Culbert blows it. Baltinglass lead 7-6 here, Podge. It's a real war of attrition. It's a really good game of football, but as you said, both sides are really going for it here. It's very hard to pick a winner though at this stage.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes you talk about one team being happier going in at half time. I don't think either team will be too disappointed. They'll probably just to tidy up a couple of mistakes, and with the rain coming now, I think it's whoever makes the least amount of mistakes in the second half is probably the team that are going to come out on the right side of this.
Yeah, look, as we said, it's 7-6 to Baltinglass here in the Bowman Platform Irish Senior Football Championship semi-final in Aughrim. The last we have from Ashford and Shillelagh Coolboy in Roundwood is 1-6 to 3 points up there to Shillelagh Coolboy, and Carnew and Avondale. The last we had was 1-4 to 1-2 being the last report we had just coming to half time. So that's the housekeeping done. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half. We've a cracking second half in store here in the second of our Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship semi-finals. Tune back in because there's a great game brewing here.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today.
He's backing himself. He has the distance. But has he the accuracy? It's over the bar. Tashi Garuto. Tashi Hamilton. You've done it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all, where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice. Means being able to say what you think is right. Being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other. Means being there for each other. On the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
I was born in 1930.
About 3 miles to the east of Dingle, Dún Shean in Echelon Dangan.
We cross the ocean.
Tardine and Arthur Connor fooling down. The game is on. The ball thrown in by Patrick Kelly. Cork playing down toward the railway goal in the first half in the ball. Nobody got it into the hand yet. Picked up by Jerry O'Connor. He's now engaging in the shouldering match, and that's a foolish thing for a man that was getting treatment for the shoulder all the week. Off the upright, breaks out to Massey. Massey, a chance of a goal, and he's got it. Tomas Massey in from Dublin. It's all over, and Cork are All-Ireland champions for 1990. They have done the magnificent double. They have won the All-Ireland in senior hurling. They've won the All-Ireland in senior football. The drive for 5 has ended with that goal of Lark Corbin.
Supports in Wicklow is a resource between Wicklow GAA and Mental Health Ireland, focusing on 5 ways to well-being, which allow you to make small positive life improvements that can be really and easily added into your daily life. They are: connect, make time to connect with people around you, friends, family, in the community. Being connected helps our happiness. It gives us a better sense of purpose. Be active every day. Go for a walk, run, swim or cycle. Step outside. Do an activity you enjoy. Being physically active improves us. Take notice. Be aware of the world around you. Be curious. Notice the changing season. Savor the moment. Pay attention to the present. Keep learning. Try something new. Rediscover an old interest. Sign up for a course. Cook a new recipe. Set yourself a challenge. Give. Giving to others is good for you. Do something nice for someone. Thank someone. Volunteer your time. Giving can be rewarding. Additional information available at www.officialwicklowgaa.ie/supports in Wicklow or www.mentalhealthireland.ie.
In the heart of the Garden County, where the hills meet the sky, we gather in our colours with our heads held high. From Aughrum's sacred ground to the fields where legends play, we carry dreams of glory in the Wicklow way. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the cave we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football we'll give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. Though the road has been rocky and the titles a few, we've tasted sweet victories and we've felt the blues. From Bray to Canoe, with every match we fight. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football we give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. Stands we hear the cheering, in our hearts we feel the fire. Together as a family we'll rise and never tire. With every kick and every score our spirits soar so high. For the love of the game we'll reach for the sky. Wicklow GAA, our heart and soul, through every rise and every fall. With courage and pride we stand as one. In the game we love, our journey's begun. From hurling to football we give our all. Wicklow GAA will answer call. So here's to our players and the dreams yet to come. With Wicklow GAA we'll always be one. In the heart of our county, where the spirit runs free. Together we'll conquer in unity.
From the hills of bleeding valleys wide to the fields where legends reside, we carry the spirit of Wicklow strong in the Gaelic games where we belong. Oh, the battle fought, the glory sought, in every heart the fighters never caught. Through the highs and lows we stand as one. Wicklow's pride, our races never run. Wicklow, Wicklow, it was in your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. In 23 we tasted the Nicky Record Cup. With Casey's guidance we rose up. From Aughrim's fields to Donegal's call, we gave our all, we stood tall. The tales of old, the dreams we hold, in every match a story told. With every pass and every goal, Wicklow's heart, Wicklow's soul. Wicklow, Wicklow, it was in your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Canoe, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. In 23 we tasted the Nicky Record Cup. With Casey's guidance we rose up. From Aughrim's fields to Donegal's call, we gave our all, we stood tall. The tales of old, the dreams we hold, in every match a story told. With every pass and every goal, Wicklow's heart, Wicklow's soul. With title we may claim. In every heart burns Wicklow's flame. From Christie Ring to battles bold, our history rich, our future gold. From Bray Emmett's early days of pride to the modern warriors by our side, with McConville now to guide the way, we face tomorrow come what may. The fields we roam, our sacred home. In every cheer we're not alone. For Wicklow's spirit, strong and free, lives in you and lives in me. Wicklow, Wicklow, we sing your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Cardew, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. So here's to Wicklow, brave and true, in every match and all we do. With heads held high and hearts so grand, we are Wicklow, together we stand.
In the garden county where the fields are green, a story of triumph, a victory seen. Wicklow hurlers, brave and true, in the Nicky Racker Cup their dreams came through. Wicklow stay was short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. The Ulster men they struck with might, goals from McKinney and Hilferty's flight. Donegal had the better half, but Wicklow's spirit never sat daft. Wicklow stayed short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. Wicklow stayed short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. Siani Daniel and Podrick too, from the bench they shone right through. Christy Morehouse 9 points strong, led the charge they marched along. Andrew Kavanagh's mighty fetch, O'Brien's strike, a perfect sketch. They built a lead, they held on tight, Wicklow's warriors in the fight. Wicklow stayed short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. Donegal's McDermott, a force to fear, but Wicklow's heart was crystal clear. Luke White's goal in stoppage time couldn't dim the Wicklow climb. Wicklow stayed short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. So raise a cheer for Wicklow's men, their spirits soared, they won again. The Nicky Racker Cup they claimed with pride, in the heart of Ireland their dreams abide. Wicklow stayed short but sweet, with heart and soul they faced defeat. From relegation they didn't rebound, in Croquant's glory the fate was found. In the Garden County legends born, Wicklow hurlers forever adorned, a tale of victory, of hearts so brave. In Wicklow's fields their glory waves.
Very welcome back to Echelon Park in Aughrim for the second half of our Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship semi-final. Kiltegan have emerged from the dressing room. They kept them waiting for a few minutes. A big cheers went up from their support over in the stand. Doesn't look to be any major changes. Kiltegan look very fired up coming out of that dressing room, to be fair. Baltinglass have been on the field for a minute or two. Again, Pat Burke has gone into the edge of the square. Chris Heaslip starts at 11. Rory Finn is back at 6. Colm O'Connor or Colm Keogh is going into the corner to pick up Adam McHugh. Liam Keogh going to wing back on Kevin Murphy. We're just about ready to rock and roll. There's no actual changes, lots of positional switches, as we said. The ball is in, the game is on. James Boland and Pádraig O'Toole now to the middle of the field. First ball in, drills it down the field, but Chris Grimes gets the ball, breaks the tackle. He'll need a bit of support from here. Chips the ball along in front of him, so goes down, picks it up again. Again has to go at the second attempt. Huge numbers around the ball from Kiltegan. James Boland wins the dirty ball, wins the free, fires the ball off as far as Rory Finn. Finn hand passes it away to Liam Keogh, shooting into the town goal now to Kiltegan. And as they come raiding down the field, Liam Keogh has Rory Finn running off his shoulder. Finn has a look, thought about his shot, pops it out to Jack O'Toole, back to Kieran Harmon. Harmon 45 yards out, fairly central, sets him. Oh, brilliant block down by Chris Grimes. Brilliant play again and by Chris Grimes.
Have an overlap here because Kiltegan have pushed players forward and Baltinglass have two free players in the other end of the field.
Kevin Murphy gets the ball to Patrick Whelan, long hand pass inside looking for John McGrath, back into Pat Burke. Chance here for Burke, drills it high and drills it over the bar. A big score, could have went on with it, Podge. He had a little bit more space I think than he thought, and he could have went on with that one, but that's a brilliant counter attack there from the Baltinglass man.
When Kiltegan went up the field with the ball, neither Kevin Murphy or Chris Heaslip followed, and it's obviously a decision they've made, and the two of them stood on 65 and both of them were unmarked. So it actually could have been a real good goal chance for Baltinglass, alright.
Long kick from Cathal Fitzgerald, hands on in the middle of the field, it breaks past everyone. Pádraig O'Toole's the first to react, picks it up on the move, ball squirts out of his grasp though. It's Rundaley Dan goes back and wins the ball under huge pressure. Away come Baltinglass again, 8 points to Baltinglass, 6 to Kiltegan. A minute and a half on the clock here in Aughrim. Kevin Murphy's on the ball, gets the ball into Pat Burke. Burke offloads a little hand pass, 1-2 with Stephen Heaslip. Burke's away to the top of the D. John McGrath again inside, they're done really well to isolate McGrath, 1-on-1 inside. There's a player gone to ground, Pat Burke. Referee acknowledges it, says there's nothing in it, but Burke is up and he's found himself in space. Oh, a little ball inside Adam McHugh, just didn't bring it with him. Colin Keogh is on his case there. Good play by McHugh to get the ball back into Kevin Murphy. Man inside, danger here for Kiltegan, but he's blasted the ball high and blasted wide. I think it's Chris Heaslip, is it?
Yeah.
Blasted wide off his right. It's 2 minutes gone in the second half, but it's been all action, Paul.
Yeah, it surely has. And sorry, the way in Culbert's referee, when there's one-on-one tackling, he's letting the tackle happen. But when there's 3 and 4 players getting around the lad, that's when he's given the free. So that's how both teams are going to win their turnovers, in one-on-one tackling.
Kick out goes and he finds Liam Keogh with the ball. Good ball from Fitzgerald. Liam Keogh's away down the far side. There's no one after him. There's no one coming to him. Patrick Whelan leaves James Boland in beside. Ball has gone into Boland. Chris Grimes tries to close the door. Does, playing under an advantage is Boland into the hands of Brandon Ryan. Advantage gone back out to Jack O'Toole. O'Toole carries the ball through one tackle, gets the ball back out to Brandon Ryan. Out as far as Kieran Harmon. Harmon 45 yards out here. Checks his run. Needs a bit of support. Again it's Rory Finn offering himself up. Brandon Ryan puts the boot through it. Looks for Shawnee inside. 2 men back on him, big fist on it from the Baltinglass defence. Jack Kerwin gets the boot to it. Only comes as far as Brandon Ryan. Ball breaks back out to Kieran Harmon, out to Rory Finn on the 40. Gets the ball into James Boland. Boland fires the ball and pass out as far as Stephen Farrell. Farrell sets himself, kicks it high, a cultured boot, and it's gone over the bar. It's a point in it again in Aughrim. And as I said, both teams have come to the table in this one, but the start of this second half they've really come for it.
Yeah, they really have. Like, they've continued on where they were in the first half. Really, a really interesting game.
Mark Jackson goes, oh, what a kick. It's just gone past Patrick Whelan on and carries all the way down deep into the half. Kevin Murphy goes shoulder to shoulder over there with Kieran Conway. 2 of them are still tussling for the ball right out on the line. Referee says move it up. He's given a free and he's going to move it right up to where he is. So it'll be James Boland now. There's a real edge to this second half, a real good competitive edge, no messing stuff. Ball is into the hands of Brandon Ryan. Ryan is in the middle of the field in Aughrim. Solos gets his head up. James Boland offers himself. 65 yards out from the town goal. Pádraig O'Toole tries to drill one in looking for Shawnee. Jason Kennedy is back in the pocket right in front of Shawnee. Furlong again, it probably wasn't the right ball, didn't come off his boot. Great ball is in the hands of James Fleming, just gets away from Fleming, throws himself at the ball there. Mikey Foley,
that's not a free.
I don't think so. Both players just showed there was a touch.
I don't want to sound biased, but he got his boot to the ball.
He got his boot to the ball and Mikey Foley threw himself in and got the block on. It was nothing, it was play on for me, but it's play on anyway with Rory Finn. There's a real burst in his pep in his step in this second half. Gets the ball to Kieran Harmon. Brian Carney right up at the top of the D, gets it to James Boland. Boland recycles it, but it's touched on the ground by Jack O'Toole. It's unfortunate, but it's real good play from Baltinglass. Their defensive set up, they're teasing Baltinglass into kind of dead ends there, or Kiltegan into dead ends there. It's a really good defensive set up at the minute. Kiltegan are going to have to start shooting from a little bit further out, I think.
Yeah, what Kiltegan have done is they managed to get James Boland on the ball an awful lot more in the second half. I'd say in the first 5 minutes he's touched the ball more in this second half than he did in the first half, and that could have a big impact on the game.
Away comes Carl Furlong with the ball, gets it as far as Pat Burke. Burke puts on the afterburners, gets the ball to Kevin Murphy. Murphy's points to where he wants his runners going. One of them is James Fleming. Fleming is on the ball. Mikey Foley fronts him up. Low ball inside looking for Adam McHugh. Oh, McHugh takes it in his stride, does well. Blaine Harmon 1-on-1 with McHugh. McHugh gets the ball out to Chris Heaslip. He might have missed one a minute ago. He's missed another one. It's just gone to the right of the post.
No,
it's not. It
was wide.
It was wide,
yep,
definitely. No, there's no. It never looked like coming in enough.
No.
You know what I mean? From the time it left his boot, it's a wide for Barton. That's 5 minutes on the clock. Very hard to take a breath here. It's 8 points to 7 to the Barton last men in the Bowman Platform Irish Senior Football Championship semi-final. Up the field comes Kieran Conway with the ball. Oh, good tackle by Heaslip. Conway breaks one tackle, breaks the other, but again it was the arm up around. It was the bigger shoulder. It was the bigger player against the smaller player, and he's got his free, but he's been consistent on that, as we said.
Yeah.
Stephen
and
Farrell.
Chris Heaslip had done really well to track Kieran Conway.
Again, the rain comes down here in Aughrim. Stark contrast to the conditions the game was played in yesterday. Just about 6 minutes on the clock here. 8 points to 7. Long, dangerous, hanging ball into the sky in Aughrim. Fisted away though. They're dealing with it. Baltinglass really well. You only need one to stick with Shawnee though. Ball is back with Stephen Heaslip. Gets the ball out to his midfield man, Patrick Whelan. Outside him is Pat Burke. Burke covering every blade of grass here in Aughrim. Carries the ball through the tackle. Liam Keogh does really well. Burke is away. He'll need support though. Long, dangerous looking ball. He said, McGrath takes it on the turn. McGrath is dragged to the ground by Brian Carney, and it'll be a free in. I think Baltinglass looking for more. They've got their free though. They don't want to get involved in messing and get this thrown up.
No, they don't. Take the free and move on.
It'll be
both teams, it's interesting, both teams are trying to get the ball in quick, which is good to see. Obviously with Shawnee on the edge of the square, they'll be looking to pump in high ball, where Baltinglass are putting it kind of out in front of the forwards. Yeah,
but in those conditions as well, the teams tend to be more tentative in their build-up, but they're not, as you said, they're really going for it. They're going for the jugular. John McGrath has a chance to go for the jugular here and put 2 points in this one. It's right in front of the middle of the goal. 4 Kiltegan men, hands up, stand on the line. Chris Heaslip just in front of him as well. John McGrath takes his couple of steps, kicks this one high and kicks it over the bars. 9 points to 7 here in Aughrim. And 2 points. Anything can happen in a game, but 2 points in a game like this is probably a big lead enough, Hodge, at the minute. You know? So Ashford 4 points, Shalala Coolboy 1-7 just into the second half there in that one. Ball in Roundwood. Ball is in the hands of Brian Carney at the top of his own D, up at the Herps end, out to Kieran Conway. Conway 45 yards out, has a look. Baltinglass try to get tacklers across the field. Adam McHugh is one of them. Mikey Foley's now on the ball, gets it in as far as James Boland. Boland offloads out as far as Rory Finn. Finn seems to have pushed up from centre back. He's carrying the ball right down into the 50 here. Rundaley Dan goes to him. Jack O'Toole is out in front, right on the sideline. Again they recycle the ball back out. Brandon Ryan goes long across the field, gets the ball in as far as Kieran Conway. The rain lashes down in Aughrim, a ball into Liam Keogh, but there's no way through there. Jason Kennedy stands, and it's a front to front challenge. There's a heavy bang. Jason Kennedy probably going to get a card here, I'd say, but the two of them, it was arms out and it was front to front.
It was front to front and not shoulder to shoulder.
I was just going to say, if Jason Kennedy wants to be dirty there, he can clean.
And he didn't. It was a fact that Liam Keogh didn't see him, and he didn't have the time to avoid him really, And Jason Kennedy just stood his ground, and probably.
If Jason Kennedy drops his shoulder there, he puts Liam Keogh in danger. To be fair now, but he's picked up a yellow. Kennedy 8.5 gone. Chance for Jack O'Toole here now to narrow the gap again as the crowd huddles in the stand. There's people huddled under umbrellas all underneath us here. They're not the greatest conditions in the world. It's the storms that they've given is coming. There's 2 balls on the pitch, and Jack O'Toole kicks this one. Oh, it's gone to the right of the post and wide under pressure. It's just gone wide. Not an easy one. Someone in bother here, is there? Referee is calling someone, and it's Brandon Ryan, is it? He's being called over for something here. Didn't quite see it, was on the way out to, I think there's been a little bit of pushing and shoving there, waiting for kick. Players going to run for it. I didn't see much now, but it looks like he was fairly adamant calling them over. Yeah, he's giving them a yellow, whatever it is. It's 2-8 to Carnew, 1-5 to Avondale in the intermediate. It's 6 points to 1-7. Ashford and Coolboy now, bit of a comeback there for Ashford. Carnew 6 points up on Avondale up in Baltinglass. Long kick down the field from Mark Jackson. Half the hand of Liam Keogh. Can he get to it before it goes to the line? Does well. Good play by Liam Keogh. Gets it back to Mikey Foley. Flick of the boo out to Brandon Ryan. Ryan gets the ball into James Boland. Kiltegan come again, raiding down the field with Boland. Fires the ball in front of Jack O'Toole. O'Toole goes to ground. Does well and holds on to the ball. Gets it to Podge O'Toole. Off the shoulder. Runs. Breaks. One tackle. Gets the ball to Kieran Harmon. Back into Jack O'Toole. O'Toole gets the ball back out to Kieran Conway. Again, they just look to try and punch holes in this Baltinglass defence. Not the easiest thing in the world. And Patrick Whelan drives.
Free to give away. Rory Finn did really well, like, you know, kind of dropped the shoulder, and Patrick Whelan bought it. And
but that for me is the key to this game now for Kiltegan, Podge. They're skirting around the 45 with the ball, going lateral hand pass, and they're going to have to try and punch holes here and draw frees. You know, they've done it there a couple of times and they haven't. Rory Finn is the only one trying to punch that line at the minute. You know, James Boland and the lads are going to have to go hard, run those lines and go hard. This one has gone high and it's gone over the bar from the left bow. Shawnee Furlong, 1 point game. Again, it's 9 points to 8 here in Aughrim. It's just about 11 minutes on the clock coming up. Yeah, as I said, I think Kiltegan are going to have to, Podge Toole and these strong runners are going to have to try and break the lines down. What a kick down the field. Breaks. Kevin Murphy gobbles it up. Handballs it out to Jack Kerwin. Kerwin, little foot pass inside. Adam McHugh. Oh, it's a good defence by Colin Keogh or Chris Heaslip. I kind of read that one. If it comes back in there, there's a goal chance on. There's a player gone to ground back off the ball there. It's Kieran Conway. He's looking at the umpire, but there's nothing there. It's Brandon Ryan comes away with this one. Now Podge O'Toole punches the hole in the line. That's what I'm talking about. Kieran Harmon gets the ball to the top of the D. He'll need support from there. Jack O'Toole is the support. Back out to Liam Keogh. Into Brandon Ryan. Ryan again. The defence is just enough to put pressure on. Jack O'Toole kicks this one high, but it's gone away to the right of the post and wide. Another wide for Kiltegan. Just on the need to score. Two umpires having a chat at the post up here. I think it's more of a sociable chat though.
Yeah, there was a couple of Kiltegan and Baltinglass players were kind of giving each other advice. I think
they were biting at one another. But yeah, they're gone in here. The two umpires were talking. There was a Kiltegan player went to ground, so this could be a big moment in the game here. They haven't called him all the way back up there for nothing, and if they're calling him from there, I'd be very surprised if it's not a big moment. Ian Culbert and his two umpires just having a chat away to the post here. No one else getting overly involved in it, which is the way it should be. He's putting his hand in his pocket. He's coming out. It's Stephen Heaslip, is it he's calling? Yeah, he's calling Stephen Heaslip to one side here. John McGrath's having a chat. He's been told to go away. Heaslip, the number 10. Again, I didn't catch it. I did see Kieran Conway on the ground. Looking back at the umpires, I didn't catch what happened. Well, as I said, this is a big moment in the game because, oh, it's a yellow. Generally, when it's called back, so whatever it is, it's a yellow card. But just my thought was, when there was such a big deal about calling them all the way back down the field, there could be a bit more. It's not. We're playing on 15 on 15. It's 9 points there at the bottom. That's 13 minutes of the second half gone. Bomb from Mark Jackson right down the field. Oh, thought Jack Kerwin had got where he hadn't. The referee blow the whistle. And he allows play on down the other end of the field. He blew for the mark. Jack Kerwin didn't hold it on. Shawnee Furlong reacts quick. Brandon Ryan has the ball. Arundale Dan tries to tackle him. He gets past the tackle, gives it to Kieran Harmon. Big shoulder from Patrick Whelan. Ball is back with Shawnee. Tom Burke is all over Shawnee's case here, but he wins his free eventually. He had him in trouble, you know. He didn't have to have the second by him. Free is taken quickly.
Yeah, swinging arm from Tom Burke is what gave away the free.
Yeah, and the ball is in the hands of Stephen Farrell. It's all a bit rushed. It's all a bit hectic here, but it's championship football. It's Rory Finn taking it to Baltinglass again. Cuts back in on his left. Oh, lovely little dummy solo. Probably gets himself in a bit of bother, but gets the ball away to Podge O'Toole. O'Toole just took the ball behind him and was facing the wrong way. Momentum didn't suit. Oh, lovely ball from Shawnee Furlong inside. James Boland fires this one. Oh, it's gone to the right of the post and wide. And
a great opportunity for Kiltegan, you know, and they were really patient. A couple of players did really well. James Boland, like, in a real good scoring opportunity, but
just pulled the trigger. He kind of lashed at it.
It was kind of rushed,
So it'll be a kick out again for Mark Jackson. It's all happening here at the minute in Aughrim. It's all happening all around the other matches as well. We brought you as much as we know so far. The kick out from Mark Jackson goes to James Fleming. Fleming finds himself in a bit of space. Space hasn't been a thing that there's been a lot of in Aughrim today between these two teams. Fleming carries the ball deep into Baltinglass half, does well, little hand pass inside looking for Chris Heaslip. Heaslip on the turn here, hops the ball, just skids away from him. He'll need support, gets it in the form of Stephen Heaslip. Heaslip has a look up, he'll go all the way back with this one, back to Carl Furlong. Furlong has the ball 65 yards out from the Harps end. Solos with it, has a look, Solos again, a heavily congested area. There's only 3 players, 4 of the 30 if you count Mark Jackson. 26 players within 65 yards of the Harps end here. Ball breaks outside as far as Patrick Whelan. He looks up, it's Jack Kerwin, sorry, he looks up, gives the ball to Carl Furlong, long hand pass across to Stephen Heaslip. Patient from Baltinglass. Oh, it's just ball getting slippy. Good tackle from Jack O'Toole, really good play from O'Toole there. Looked like the ball was touching the ground, blinded to, yeah, it is now,
but picked it up eventually.
Yeah, they did, but the keeper in fairness was the keeper, I said the referee in fairness was on the wrong side of the first one there. He's got, but again, Carl Furlong touched it the second time. We're going to have Mitch Kelly, the number 19 for Kiltegan, about to come on here, getting ready. Mikey Foley's on the ball here. There's a point in it here in Aughrim. 16 minutes on the clock. Ball is outside as far as James Boland. It's a loose hand pass looking for Kieran Harmon. Run Daly Dan goes. Boland does well though. Slips the tackle, picks up the ball. The ball is what counts here at the minute. Oh, it slid in there. Look, he was just reaching for the ball. It wasn't dirty, it wasn't dangerous. It's taken quickly by Chris Grimes and Kevin Murphy. Murphy is 65 yards out, has the ball. Kieran Harmon gets back. Does he pull him to ground? Murphy looking for the free. Yeah, he gets it eventually.
Yeah,
he's got one there.
Yeah, it's those tackles that when the player goes to ground and they're swinging arms,
it's
like stand over him and don't swing your arms. You know?
He had him where he wanted him. It's tackling him then again on the ground was because he was isolated.
Yeah.
There was no Baltinglass player near him. He didn't need to make that second tackle on the ground, as you said, Podge. Pat Burke is on the ball here. Gets it out as far as Adam McHugh. McHugh is dropped deep out to 65 yards out. Solos with this one. Gives it to James Fleming again. The handling is getting hard here for both sides. It's on the ground again. It looked like there was hands on the ball on the ground, but whose hands there were is a whole different thing. Yeah, throw it up.
Right thing to do, yeah.
Take it away from there because, as you said, it looked like it was handled, but who handled it?
Yeah, that's right.
Barden, you know a pair of gloves or know who owns them, it's a different story. It's underneath as Podge Toe slips from his graph. Kevin Murphy goes in hard for that ball. Rory Finn comes up with, fires the ball away to Mikey Foley. Foley cuts into the tackle. Good tackle from a run Daly Dan, but Foley held on, gets the ball out as far as Brandon Ryan. Ryan with the outside of the right boot gets the ball to Jack O'Toole. Pat Burke is after O'Toole, has a little nibble on O'Toole, breaks the tackle, cuts across, breaks the second one, playing under advantage, gets the ball away to Podge O'Toole. Advantage gone, says the referee. O'Toole is inside the 45 again. The green jerseys all across him. He carries well, gets the ball into Brian Carney. Carney looks to cut inside. Oh, he's blown for over carrying. Oh.
Maybe a bit harsh, was it?
Oh, I think that one. You just look at, we can get a second look here, Podge. Yeah, I think it didn't seem to me like he had overcarried it at the time. I'll follow the play. Podge is getting a quick look back. James Fleming is on the ball. 18 minutes gone in Aughrim. It's still a point in it. Baltinglass living on the edge of their nerves here a little bit, but they're holding on. Ball is back. Oh, Tom Burke gets it at the second attempt. Cuts away, gets the ball up as far as Patrick. Spot on, you reckon?
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, in Culbert, yeah.
Yeah, ball breaks. It squirts away. Handling errors now are coming into it. Jason Kennedy, he doesn't have any errors in his handling, does really well, gets the ball off to Jack Kerr or Run Daly Dan. He's away up the field, covers the ground effortlessly. Ball is into Chris Heaslip, long hand pass across to Jason Kennedy, who continued forward, gets it off to Kevin Murphy. Murphy on the turn, kicks this one high and it's gone. It's gone. We don't know where it's gone. It can't be that big of a stray in front of the goal. It's either over or it's not.
Has it been wave wide or?
The umpire again is being called in here.
Must have been wave wide, yeah. But couple of subs coming in for both teams.
Yeah, so we've Adam Wynne coming in and Mitch Kelly on the Kiltegan side. Dan Kelly comes in.
Yeah,
they're taking him off there. He was on the
yellow.
After
picking up a yellow, so he's been taken off. Yeah.
So the slips go in for the Kiltegan lads. Heavy chat.
Kieran Harmon and Brandon Ryan coming off for Kiltegan for Adam Wynne and Mitch Kelly.
Yeah, big shifts put in by all. It's just a John McGrath now. This is being called by the official here. There was 2 lads tussling underneath that ball as it went wide in the end. He's talking to everyone. I think he's talking to both players, is he? The umpire now is having a yellow for John McGrath, a yellow for Kieran Conway. Oh, and it is a point.
Okay, after all that.
So it's 10 points to 8 after all that, yeah. Do you put up the flag first though and then you deal with the off the ball, I would have thought. But anyway, Cathal Fitzgerald kicks this one out, long ball down the field, breaks inside to Liam Keogh. Keogh checks his run inside the 45 now. Baltinglass 2 points up here, 20 and a half minutes on the clock. 2-11 to Carnew, 50 minutes gone up there. 2-11 to Carnew, 1-6 to Avondale. That's a big victory there. Looking on the cards for Carnew, can Avondale come back up there at 1-5? It's 8 points in that one, but we have 2 points in it here in our senior football semi-final. Ball squirts from the grasp of Colm Keogh. Chris Heaslip was all over him again. The tackling is
tackling over the shoulder
again, yeah, and it's every time, as you said, but it's the second nibble.
Yeah,
they're getting away with the first bite, but the second one every time, in fairness to him, he's blowing him up on it. Liam Keogh's the ball, it's inside as far as Adam Wynne. Block on that though, good block by Carl Furlong. Ball breaks away out as far as Jack O'Toole. O'Toole recycles it out to Rory Finn. He'll need support from there. He gets it in the form of Mikey Foley, but it's right back out to the 45. Mitch Kelly calls for it on the 45. Will look like he went low play on, says the referee. Oh, he's on the ground, he's in all sort of bother. Where he gets the ball away to Kieran Conway, just done enough. But James Boland the 1-2 with Conway top of the D. Oh, really good tackle, brilliant tackle there in defence by Jack Kerwin. A hand on it, gets away, and Baltinglass break up the field. A foot race here with Colm Keogh and Adam McHugh, but there's a sliding tackle in from McHugh, and it'll be a free.
He's going to give him a card as well. Could be a little bit harsh maybe, but he's going to get a card for it.
It was there to be the ball was there to be, well, look, he slid in, I suppose.
Yeah, Colm Keogh did really well actually, because it looked like it was a good breakaway for
and it looked like he wasn't going to have the legs, but he got there, to be fair.
20 minutes gone in the second half. Amdala, Ian Shea, 1-6, Rockdale, Emily Carnavua, 2-11.
So it'll be a free to Mikey Foley here.
Rangwood, currently Shea Kilboy, 1-8, and 4-7 points.
1-8 to 7 in the junior A. It's 10-8 here in the senior football championship between Kiltegan and Baltinglass. Echelon Park in Aughrim is where we are. There's a battle on our hands here by both teams. As we said, we're into the last 7.5 here. There's 2 points in it. The rain is coming down. The wind has died slightly, but the flags probably might tell you a little bit different. The umbrellas are going back up here. Mitch Kelly's on the ball, 65 yards out, not long in as a sub. Rory Finn wanted it, he doesn't give it to him. Solos all across her. Patrick Whelan comes across the stop, and Podge O'Toole gets the ball, gets it off as far as Adam Wynne. Wynne checks the ball back out as far as Liam Keogh, back to Rory Finn. Finn carries the ball deep into the 45. He needs support though. Kieran Conway offers himself up, cuts back inside. They'll need shooters on the ball from these angles. It's a loose pass, and it's James Fleming. Oh, really good defensive play again from Baltinglass. They're letting them so far, and they're just nabbing the ball away. Away comes a run, Daly Dambo. A good tackle, a good hand in from Mikey Foley, because if he didn't get that hand in, a run, Daly Dan was away there, and he was up the field. Foley on the ball on his own 45 now. Foot pass out as far as Brian Carney. Carney comes away up the field with this long hand pass to James Boland. Tired bodies at both sides of the field now. Who has it left in him? Who can find it in their way for the last 7 or 8 minutes here to get their way into the final against Tinnahealy in 2 weeks' time? Hand pass from Kieran Conway in as far as Adam Wynne, over to James Boland. They'll come again. It's loose though, a loose hand pass. A run, Daly Dan takes it. He is a loose hand pass, but Pat Burke makes the most of it. Gets the ball to Carl Furlong. Space for Adam McHugh underneath the stand, and away up the field comes McHugh. It's 2-on-1 inside. John McGrath is pointing to where he wants it. McHugh will surely get himself within a scoring distance here. Gets the ball, checks his run, gets it back to Jack Kerwin. Kerwin takes on all comers, kicks it high. He's not going to go though. Cathal Fitzgerald gladly takes that one. Ball had to go dead there for me, Podge.
Yeah, that was a poor miss really, like a real good scoring opportunity for Baltinglass, and they didn't take it.
24 minutes on the clock, but you have to imagine the way Kiltegan are playing here now, that there's going to be opportunities at both ends. James Boland picks the ball up at the second attempt. It's teeming rain down here now. Ball is in as far as Rory Finn. Finn looks for the mark, takes the mark. Oh, it's good head.
Yeah,
clever play from him there. May not suit his left foot, but
I'd say outside of the boot.
It'll be the outside of the left foot. If this goes over, you'll hear the stand behind him. Oh, it's gone over all right. It didn't suit him. I'll have to eat my words there. Anyway, 5 minutes of normal time to go. There's a point in it here as the rain spills down in Aughrim. It was forecast. It's coming now. But there's also a serious finish to this game coming here, Podge.
Yeah, and the wind is nearly gone completely because the rain is just falling straight down. And Tommy Keogh enters the fray. I'm not sure for who yet.
Tommy Keogh comes in. Looks like it's Adam McHugh going to be called ashore, is it? Adam McHugh with the dangerous there. I know he's put in a huge shift, to be fair. Someone has to come out, but he looked lively there, although he might have ran out of a little bit of gas with that last ball, maybe. So Adam McHugh comes ashore at number 15. Tommy Keogh comes in. He's no bad sub to have. Long ball down the field from Mark Jackson. Huge kick. It's straight down on top of Podge O'Toole. O'Toole grabs it and gives it to Stephen Farrell. Farrell's tackled by Pat Burke. Breaks away. Gives it to Mitch Kelly. Kelly cuts back inside again. The green wall of jerseys in front of him. James Boland now on the ball. 65 yards out from the town end. Mikey Foley's over there underneath the stand. Splendid isolation with not for long. Long hand pass finds Rory Finn. Finn on the turn. Goes to ground. He's under all sorts of trouble. Picks it up again at the second attempt. Again he's under all sorts of pressure. He needed support. Arundel Dan gets the ball and comes away with away come Baltinglass up the field again on the break. Has a look with the first ball. Tommy Keogh fires it up looking for Dan Kelly. Kelly is Blaine Harmon on his case. Looks to cut inside. Oh, there's the ball to Tommy Keogh. It's on. Keogh takes it. He's fallen. He gets back up and was he fouled the second time? Play on, says the referee. Blaine Harmon comes away with that one. He was kind of falling for the first one, but the second one he got held. Ball's loose. Kevin Murphy gets a hand on the Baltinglass, win it back out to James Fleming. He's confident enough to take it on, but it's gone away to the right of the post and gone wide. And 27 minutes almost gone here. Both teams are trying their best to get scores, but they're at a premium.
Yeah, Baltinglass have been very wasteful there in the last 3 or 4 attacks. Like, they were really good scoring opportunities, and sometimes nearly goal scoring opportunities, and they've managed to blunder them. And where Kiltegan just aren't getting the shots away down the other end, Baltinglass are turning them over.
Cathal Fitzgerald goes long to the far side. Brilliant play by Arundel Dan. Clawed the ball down to Pat Burke. Gets it back. Long ball down the field again. Inside looking for John McGrath. McGrath sets himself. Kicks this one high into the Aughrim sky. It's gone to the left of the post and wide. It's gone to the left of the post and wide. Baltinglass player down just outside the 14. Want to be a bad bang to be down now.
Yeah.
You're into the championship minutes. We've 2.5 minutes of normal time left here. There's 1 point in it. Baltinglass lead Kiltegan by a solitary score, 10 points to 9. Kick out will be from Cathal Fitzgerald. Runners all over the place, but the ball possession now vital. It doesn't go as far as nobody knows. Falls into the hands of Adam Wynne. Wynne gets it to Mikey Foley. Foley sends the ball into Shawnee Furlong. Tom Burke gets out underneath the stand, tries to get a hand in. It's a loose ball. Carl Furlong does really well. Gets back in front of Jack O'Toole, and then was probably a bit too cute to go down on his ball there, tried to flick it up in these conditions. Shawnee Furlong takes a quick into Rory Finn. There's a hand in from Arundel Dan. Rory Finn gets the ball back out to Mikey Foley. Does Foley fancy it? No. Comes all across the field. Mitch Kelly is in acres of space in the D. Gets the ball, kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. The mark and went above. It's 10 points all. It's level in Aughrim. We're into the last minute and a half of normal time. We could be here a little bit longer maybe by the looks of things. The ball is going to be kicked out by Mark Jackson, who has the last attack here, a couple of attacks in him. We'll probably have 2 more. You're looking at 3.5, 4 minutes here, Podge, to decide who plays Tinnahealy, if it's going to be decided. Mark Jackson long down the field looking for Kevin Murphy. Murphy's underneath. Gets it at the second of them. He's done really well there, but he shovels a hand pass way back into his own half, and on the ball was Jason Kennedy. Tom Burke goes on the ball. Kiltegan are all in it now. Adam Wynne gets the ball to Podge O'Toole. The Kiltegan men come raiding down the field, charging with the ball to Rory Finn. Finn goes to ground, picks it up. It did hop. It wasn't on the ground. He's in all sorts of trouble. Ball is picked up again. Kiltegan are winning these dirty balls now, and a free in to Jack O'Toole, and a chance for Kiltegan here to kick a winner. But the last couple of minutes, those dirty balls have been won by the Kiltegan men.
Kiltegan winning turnovers, big turnovers is what they're winning in around the middle of the field. Like Kevin Murphy did well winning the kick out, but he hand passed the ball 40 metres back toward his own goals and put Jason Kennedy under fierce pressure.
The kick will be from Stephen Farrell. He was very good on a 40 on the longer ones earlier in the first half. There's no pressure like this though. We're into the last 15 seconds of normal time. He's just about 5 yards outside the top of the D. He's pretty central. As we said, it's windy, it's rainy, it's all happening here in Aughrim. Baltinglass had 1 foot in the semi-final. This one's gone high. It's not even going to make it wide. Oh, the ball breaks inside. Jason Kennedy comes out, gets the ball, and away up the field come Baltinglass. Is there another twist in the tail? We're going to have 4 more minutes. It's a cracking game, so you'd want 4 more minutes. Carl Furlong gets the ball, squirts off his foot away. Oh, it gets inside as far as Dan Kelly. Patrick Whelan gives it to Jack Cowan. Cowan gets a hand on it. Inside to Tommy Keogh. Kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. That's the difference here. Tommy Keogh registers a big score after a miss free at the other end. Half a minute. We've 3.5 minutes to go here. 11 points to Baltinglass, 10 points to Kiltegan. What a finish to this game. Forget about conditions. This has been a real championship cracker here, Podge.
Yeah, end-to-end stuff really, like, you know, on both teams missing chances.
Chris Heaslip plucks the ball from the sky, cuts inside it. They couldn't chance the tackle. Oh, he's gone all the way through. Gets the ball to Tommy Keogh. Chance for Keogh. Oh, he went for the goal. What a save from Carl Fitzgerald. Oh, he went for the jugular. Surely the fist over the bar.
Yeah, and put 2 points in it, yeah. He's probably looking at being the hero and finishing it, maybe.
Yeah, look at it. Look, you can't take that away from him. There's a player coming up the field here now to take this is Mark Jackson. He'll have every chance. Kevin Murphy and is it Mitch Kelly? Mitch Kelly have clashed off the ball there now. There's been a bit of that in the last few minutes, but it's been a cracking game of football here. It's a real local derby. They've went toe to toe all day long here.
Yeah, Chris Heaslip did actually really well there. He won the kick out and he took off and kept going and kept going and kept going and drew a man, and a yellow card for Kevin Murphy.
Yellow card for Kevin Murphy. Mark Jackson has a chance to put 2 in just when it looked like Baltinglass were in all sorts of trouble going to go behind here. Now all of a sudden they could go 2 up. They haven't kicked it over the bar yet though. It's 11 points to 10. We're just coming up to 2 minutes of injury time. Mark Jackson, it's high, it's hanging, it's gone to the right of the post and wide. Another chance surely for Kiltegan. We've 2 minutes of injury time to go. Carl Fitzgerald runs and gets his tee in the goal. Baltinglass push up, it's man on man. It's everything on possession here now. They need to win this kick out, Kiltegan. They need to win the kick out. Baltinglass, it's gone to Mikey Foley, top of the D, into Blaine Harmon. Tommy Keogh sets out after him. Harmon gets the ball into Liam Keogh through the hands of Mitch Kelly, who gets it at the second attempt. Baltinglass converge on him. He does well to get the ball away. It's loose. Good play though by Mikey Foley. Finds James Boland. Boland gets the ball into Stephen Farrell. Farrell is 45 yards out. Has a look up. James Fleming comes to him. Stands him up again. Has the second bite. Gets his hands away just in time. Ball is with Rory Finn. Top of the D. Hand pass to Brian Carney. Carney turns back with it. Pat Burke gets a hand in. Baltinglass, it's all hands to the pump. Kiltegan, oh, it's a free. A free for Rory Finn straight in front of the goal here.
I think Baltinglass will be disappointed that the free was given there. Rory Finn goes to ground, and maybe it's just that tackle again, you know, that over the shoulder tackle. Shawnee
Furlong takes the ball. He'll take the responsibility. Oh, he's gone quick with the ball outside. Player in acres of space. Brian Carney sets himself, flicks the ball high and over the little bit of cuteness from Shawnee.
Yeah,
we
really
still have
good.
a minute to go. It's level here. 11 points apiece in Aughrim. 33 minutes on my clock. We said 4 of injuries. Down at the fence, they're asking the linesman how long is left. Mark Jackson has booed the ball way into Kiltegan territory. Mikey Foley pops up with, here come Kiltegan again. This game is after seesaw 2 or 3 times. James Bolton gets the ball to Stephen Farrell. Farrell looks up, cuts back inside. Mikey Foley takes it back off him. Foley has a look up, little flick of the boot outside. There's space all over the place. Kiltegan have men in space. Liam Keogh is one of them. Ball is out wide on the far side. Jack O'Toole back to Mitch Kelly. Kelly solos with this one, has a look up. He's tackled by Dan Kelly. Back in as far as Liam Keogh, Kieran Conway, sorry, he's tackled all day long there, but good tackling by the Baltinglass defence. He's turned back 65 yards out. No one wants to cough up possession here. Time is up by me. Ball is back into the hands of Rory Finn. Here's the danger for Baltinglass. He's orchestrated things all day long. He's covered ground, got them into scoring opportunities. He's trying to do it again. Ball is into James Boland. Boland pops the ball back to Stephen Farrell. Farrell goes a long loop and hand pass. We're 15 seconds over. It's into Shawnee Furlong. Oh, there's an acre of space for Mikey Foley at the far side. It's gone over his head. He controls it just about. Brian Carney has made that run again. Foley outside the boots into the square. Aughrim is dangerous. Oh, again it's Chris Grimes. Brilliant defending by Chris Grimes. It's a foul on him. We're going to extra time here, I have a feeling. Kick out is taken quickly. It's into the hands of John McGrath. McGrath dropped deep. Ball is out as far as Chris Heaslip. There's one up front. It's popped up in front and Blaine Harmon comes out, but it's won by Tommy. Oh, it's into Chris Heaslip. Heaslip is away up the field here. Kieran Conway is doing his best to get back. Drags him to the ground. Oh, a chance of a free.
No, I think that's a fierce decision by Kieran Conway.
I think he had to let him take a shot.
He had to let him take a shot because now, like, he's given John McGrath a chance to win the game is what he's actually done.
Yeah, and look, Conway's been brilliant all day long. I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction. Just try keep inside him if you can and make him take the shot.
Or even, like, you know, Colin Fitzgerald could put pressure on him as well, but I think, like, this is an easier chance than what Chris Heaslip had.
Yeah, it is all day long, but look.
And he'll have to blow the final whistle.
We're a minute and a half over here now as it stands. John McGrath has a chance to put Baltinglass into the 2024 senior final here. It all lies on this free. Kiltegan will be devastated if it goes over. Baltinglass will be overjoyed. John McGrath steps up here, taking his time. He takes his couple of hops. He's kicked these in his sleep, but there's no pressure like a semi-final pressure here. Steps up, McGrath, chance, kicks it high, it's gone over the bar, just inside the post. It's just for a second.
Inside the post.
Yeah, right. For a second I was wondering, is there one more playing the game?
36 minutes
36 minutes gone here. Referee Culbert checks his watch. Ball has gone long, huge kick down the Vale. It's all over. Baltinglass are into the senior football championship final against Tinnahealy in 2 weeks' time. Kiltegan are devastated. Was just one of those games, could have went any way.
Really could have, that was a battle and a half.
You had Mark Jackson's chance, you had Stephen Farrell's chance, it had everything the game had. You had two teams, it was a local derby, bad conditions, they went toe to toe. Baltinglass have just come out on the right side of it. You know, look, we
just about,
but like you talked about those three chances Baltinglass had when they were a point or two up to put Bihad Eli in it. They didn't take him. Same down the other end, there was a couple of chances went to begging. We can talk about misses and everything, but this was just a cracking game of football between two fully committed teams for me. A wonderful display for anyone to look in at for football in our county, because two teams going toe to toe like that. The scoreline, you might say, oh look, it must have been defensive. Far from it. Brilliant game of football. Like both teams
full of passion,
full of passion and full of everything, and you know, the right type of passion.
Yes, it was. Like, and you know, a little bit edgy at times, but God, sure, it's a semi-final of a championship. You know, you'd expect nothing less.
It was 29 minutes gone with Ashford and Shillelagh Colby. It was 2-10 to 7 points up there. Looks like Shillelagh Colby are on their way to a local derby final with Aughrim. And Carnew at full time have beaten Avondale 2-12 to 1-7. It'll be Hollywood and Carnew in the intermediate football championship final. It's going to be Baltinglass and Tinnahealy in the Bowman Platform Higher Senior Football Championship final for 2024. Full time it's 2-10 to 7 in the Fitzgerald Kitchens Junior A. So we know our finals now for the Junior A, Intermediate and Senior. Junior A will be Shillelagh Colby, Aughrim, Intermediate Carnew, Hollywood, and the Senior will be Baltinglass and Tinnahealy, a rematch of the 2020 COVID final. It's been an absolutely fabulous, the weather mightn't be great, but a fabulous display of football by two teams here. Some of the Kiltegan lads still just can't believe it, down on their hunkers on the field. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to Stephen on production, Tracy on camera, and Podge on co-commentary. And thanks to you at home for tuning into this one. Hope you enjoyed it, because we really did. We'll be back next week with the hurling finals, the intermediate and senior hurling finals. Hope you tune in for them as well. We'll see you then.